G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. This is the second of two games between Mr. and team number 156. Mr. being an Australian team and team 156 being one of the oldest Natural Selection 2 teams, and they are a mainly US team and they've gone at each other in game 1, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. It is episode 378 and this game has now begun. This is going to be a good game. I've got a great feeling. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to start talking about the previous game, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it now. But Mr. did a fantastic skull crush into 156's base, and they pretty much did exactly what 156 is doing right now, and Mr. is quite exposed. They've got two Marines down in central drilling already. 156 carefully moving into the elevator shaft here through the ventilation hole, and now Scotty taking a peek while Mr. Scotty and Clever Tommy are building up an extractor in central drilling. They're quite vulnerable now because it's going to take them a while to run back if these skulks choose to attack, which they are now. They are attacking, going straight for these Marines, and then they're going to hit the infantry portal. But it looks like actually Mr. is going to be able to hold this. They've got two Marines positioned well on the other side of the room, able to do a lot of damage. No, sorry, 156 Persian Mortal Squidget come from the other side. Now three skulks. First Mr. Elodia, he goes down. And now we've just got Mr. Scotty on the infantry portal. Clever Tommy and... sorry, have I been reading his name wrong? Oh, I can't read it, I'm moving so fast. Mutiny! It was Mutiny and Clever Tommy. I'm very sorry, Mutiny. They managed to come up from central drilling, hold it. So, ironically, the two Marines who are furthest from drill repair, which is the Marine start location here, actually saved the day because they had a great sightline as they came up the tunnel and they were able to take out those skulks. So, there you go. Who's this running along? I'm not sure, but check out that drill. We're going to keep coming back to this whole cast. This is a dual perspective cast. We've got my brother's perspective. He recorded Tempest, who will hopefully be bringing you some NS2HD videos while I'm away over the next 2 weeks. And the Marines being conservative. Mr. is holding in their base. They've got 2 or 3 Marines in their base. Elodia and someone else. I can't read it because I'm on a... Canty. Sorry, I'm watching this on a very small screen. Very small preview screen. There's one dead skull. Nope, he's not dead. Takes down one and leaves Arcanti to clean up the mess, but he has a shotgun, so he's probably feeling pretty strong. Pulls his pistol to try and get the range kill, but Squidget is going to hide. So let's check out what's going on in central drilling. We have McGlaspy and Persian Mortal versus Clever Tommy and Remedy, and it's a 2v2, but there is a shotgun and the commander has dropped shield. So as you would expect, it looks like the Marines are going to win. Yes, Remedy just... Oh, it's a switch axe kill on Persian Mortal. So there you go. Excellent play there by the Marines, and that was because they had the shotguns, they had the commander dropping the shield, and Remedy now against Squidget there, takes him down with the shotgun. And now central drilling looks like it is Remedy's to own for a little while. He's going to hold in here. And we have the power going up, Mr. Arcanti pulling the power node up. And central drilling is being held. And that's pretty much it. So let's check out what the hive tech is. It is Shade Hive. So there's a veil. So we're going to see cloaking for these aliens and some invisibility. Now I'm not sure if in spectator view I can actually see invisible aliens. Here comes McGlaspy as a lurk. He's going to push up now towards central drilling where Arcanti and Remedy are building up this extractor. It's going to help their resource flow. They've got quite a few extractors, Marines. They're looking pretty good at this stage of the game. If I was the Marines, I'd be very, very happy with myself. Next time I bring up the scoreboard, I will check who the commander is. Can't tell myself to do that because it is a Fraps record. Natural Selection 2 doesn't yet have a replay editor. So all of this was recorded live from spectator slots using Fraps. Oh, McGlaspy goes down very early. That is a big blow. Wow. Very, very early lurk kill there for the Marines. So they're just compounding their advantage now. Mr. doing extremely well in this stage of the game. And now some aggression down towards the caverns in the cave. They're going to kill some cysts here. No doubt they're going to attack a harvester as well. Taking fire from somewhere, but I don't think they're too concerned because there's 3 of them. This is a good, forceful push. They are an infestation, so they are slowed. And crucially, they also show up on hive site. We have a lurk in here dropping gas all through the tunnel. And so the Marines are looking pretty good. I'm really very impressed by the Marine play. the current build 194 was pretty alien favored. The statistics were showing 60 to 70 of games being won by the alien team, no matter what the map was. So for the Marine team to be doing this well at this stage of the game is a credit to Mr. because 156 is not a team to be trifled with by any means. Both these teams are very, very effective. 156 being a slightly more experienced team with playing together. I'm not saying the players are more experienced, but they have played together more. Mr. a more recent addition, but they do go toe to toe very, very well, these two teams. And I think Mr. is at a very slight ping disadvantage, although 156 cops the lag as well. It is Mr. Scotty who is the commander, so you can see their pings there. Player 2B coming in here to try and back these Marines out, and Persian Immortal as well. Mr. Clever Tommy and Mr. Arcanti are managing to hold their advanced position, though they are well down into the alien depths. You can see how the infestation chain has been cut there on the map, the green showing where the infestation is. For the Marines to be down this far into Cave North Tunnel is very impressive, especially for them to be able to hold it for this long, but it looks like these two skulks will finally clean up that advanced Marine position. That was excellent play by the Marines. Holding that position denied skulks free roam through Cave North Tunnel, denied them that harvester, and broke the cyst chain. So very, very good play by the Marines there. And it looks like we've got a lurk harassing up into drill repair. One skulk coming through the tram tunnel, but nothing too serious for the Marines in terms of counterattacks from the aliens. And I am very, very impressed by Mr.'s play. They are doing very well at this stage of the game. And what is truly a little bit of an alien bias build, while you just can't get away from that. Remedy and Elodia going up against Persian Immortal and Squidget. And McGlaspie joining the fray here. Medpack calls Remedy, but he gets his head bitten off and he is dead now. And these skulks are now going to push towards Gap. Mark Newton, you are a legend for creating this map. It is just fantastic. I love it. It is a visual feast. It is so varied. The gameplay is so fantastic. I love it. Extractor getting dropped here. Clever Tommy and Arcanti, they are a bit wary. You can see they're sort of nervously looking around with their shotgun guns because they know there's skulks in here. They can hear them. And there are, in fact, skulks in here. Down goes that skulk. And what have we got? Glaspie hiding up there. Clever Tommy putting some shells up there. He's nervous about it. Doesn't know what's going on there. Note the way Mr. moves in squads. They never ever move alone. They always move together in pairs or in triples. It's brilliant to watch. It's fantastic play. And it is what I think is a major contributing factor. Hey, a ladder use. Deshaun, if you're watching, Deshaun is an engine program at Unknown Worlds. And if you're watching this, well done with the ladders, mate. I'm really very proud to see the ladders being used in a competitive match. Counter getting the shield, not needed. That skulk went down to a couple of shotgun blasts. Now a second hive has been dropped. You can catch a glimpse of that on the mini-map. And the cyst chain, so the cyst chain is broken between cave and crushing room, but and crushing machine, sorry, but I don't think it's a big issue for the aliens because they have that second hive up. The Marines still, though, with 4 extractors. That is really big for a Marine team. I mean, really, really big to see that at this stage of the game. 8 minutes, 30 seconds for the Marines to be holding 4 extractors like that on Mineshaft and Build 194 is very impressive. Build 194 is outdated now. Build 195 is out, and you can get to playing that. I think it's there's been some balance tweaks there amongst other things. But like many, it's the talk to the Build 194 tick. That's the way Unknown Worlds pushes its builds out. They'll have a huge build followed by a sequence of tick little builds that polish up that big build, and that's exactly what 195 is about. Those skulks have cleaned up in central drilling. That extractor is probably going to go down now. But Remedy and one other pushing into the second alien hive, Elodia, they're pushing through the crusher. Let's see it from the other perspective. They're killing off the hydras that are being created by Scardy Bob. He's doing a great job of keeping them healed up. I think one gorge went down earlier there. Elodia backing out, but not before killing that hydra. So some great play from that pair. And that's it's taking down some defenses, although Persian Immortal will be able to do it. He is, those skulks managed to oh dear, surprise those Marines from behind and take them out. So the pressure is now off the crushing room hive, and that hive is going to probably go up. I'd expect it's on about 40% by now, and it's got a hive gorge. And look at this, player 2B chewing on this power node along with Persian Immortal, and that is going to go down. The Marines pushing desperately down towards central drilling because they don't want to lose that extractor. They were doing brilliantly holding that central drilling location earlier. Having that extractor was huge for them. getting that extra 25% resources will get you to jetpacks and grenade launches just that bit faster, 25% faster, and that is no small amount. Natural Selection 2 does not have a very granular resource system. That's neither a good or a bad thing. It's just a fact, and it changes the way it plays. For example, StarCraft 2 has a very, very granular resource system. A single drone picking up, or a single SCV or probes picking up a very small amount of resources, and it can be adjusted in a granular fashion up and down with the addition of one or two more probes or SCVs, and they do only a very small marginal amount of mining. And Natural Selection 2, on the other hand, has a non-granular resource system where there are a set number of resource points on the map, and each one is a huge addition to your resource income. You can double your income with a second extractor or a second harvester, and that changes the way it plays compared to RTSs like, say, Command and Conquer 3 or StarCraft 2, which have very granular systems. So that's something to think about when you're playing Natural Selection 2. I'm trying to think of another. Oh, Battlezone 2. Anyone that's played that will know that also had a non-granular resource system. Prototype Lab is up, and that mighty structure is going to allow Mister to get jetpacks at some point soon. We are now at around the 11-minute mark in this game, and both teams controlling about equal amounts of territory. The aliens now have a slight edge in harvesters, and they have that second hive, so we're going to see fades, but the Marines have got the Prototype Lab, so I think in terms of tech, they are equal, and that's one of the great things about the Build 194 Mega Patch, was that it gave the Marines a real a response to the second hive, which is the Prototype Lab with the jetpacks. These Marines in Gap, they're looking for an extractor placement in here after it's gone down, and we're going to replace that. 3 of them, they are able to take down Sabahel there, but ooh, I don't know about this. I don't know, they have been pushed back a bit. They're down to 2 extractors now. The aliens are on 4 harvesters? Let's have a count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 harvesters, soon to be on 5. So, ooh, this, not so great for the Marine team now. They're at a serious resource disadvantage. They're pulling in half the resources that the alien team is, and that is a big deal. So the loss of Gap and the loss of Central Drilling have been a blow. Central Drilling is obviously a lot harder to defend than, say, Gap or drill repair resource points or operations. And so well done to the Marines for holding that for 8 minutes, but now they're going to have to come up with something, especially because there are now fades on the field. We have player 2B mixing it up with Remedy and Elodia at the entrance to Central Drilling from drill repair, and that is going to be big. Having that fade there, I just lost my screen. This game is going so long that my screen turned off there, but I'm back. And now the fades are out. What are the Marines going to do? They're trying to repair Central Drilling, although I seriously doubt their ability to hold Central Drilling, even if they do manage to turn the power back on, because there are fades on the hunt in here, and these Marines are spread out. It's the nature of this room. There's also a lurk in here, so I think that power is going to stay destroyed. Oh no, I apologize to Mr. It goes on, the lights are on. That's going to improve the Marines' ability to defend in here, but Elodia goes down. That was brutal. Player 2B, Elodia was out of ammunition. He was reloading his handgun, and player 2B just descended on him and cut him to pieces. That harvester has gone up, so now I think the aliens are on 6 harvesters. They are on 6 harvesters. This is huge. 6 harvesters to the Marines 2, because operations has gone down. Whoa. Hey, check out that drill. Mister is going to have to pull something out. I haven't seen any jetpacks yet. I imagine that's because they just don't have the resources. They're spending a lot on shotguns, and they are only down to 2 extractors. There is a fade in Gap as well. You can't see that. You can see it on the minimap. Here we go. Got a view of this fade, and Persiamol, and a Gorge as well. The Gorge has gone down, but the extractor has gone down as well. Mister is now down to 1 extractor. This is big. They are going to have to play like demons if they want to recover this. They're going to need to kill alien structures and at the same time recover their own extractors, which is a big ask. One thing that's great about this match is it is a 7v7 instead of a 6v6, and a map like Mineshaft really comes alive with more players. And I'd say 7v7 was the minimum for a great game like this, because with less players the map is quite sparse in terms of combat. and in terms of tussles over strategic locations, it was 7v7, it starts to light up, and I'd say 8v8 is probably the sweet spot for a map as complex and large as Mineshaft, because Mineshaft is truly a massive map. If you compare it to Natural Selection 1 maps, it is in fact very, very large. And, oh boy, 2 hives, 6 harvesters. Mister, what are you going to do? You're going to have to pull something out. I can't wait to see what they do, because I know that this team is very creative, and they will pull something out of their hat. And I think the aliens would be... oh, damn, now we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 harvesters. The amount of resources that is flowing to the alien team, far out. Mister is in their base, and they're in trouble. A 3rd hive has been dropped, and of course it has. 53 team resources after dropping that. 19 team resources for the Marine side. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, the aliens are... I mean, they're just going to ramp up now. They're going to be able to drop stuff everywhere. Did I say 8? I should have said 7 harvesters. Yes, 7 harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh boy. Wow. The aliens are just going to be able to start dropping assets all over the map. Whips, crags, shades. Not shifts yet. We'll see them in a future build. They're going to be able to max out their veils, max out their shells for the upgrade strength, and Mister is just in a huge amount of trouble here. So we're at the 16-minute mark, and I'm going to have to hand it to 156. I expect them to come in and finish this off in the next few minutes, because they've just got them on the wall with that much resources. But here we go, Elodia with a jetpack. Now, we're finally seeing the jetpacks at least 4 minutes after we initially saw the prototype lab. So Clever Tommy's got one as well, and they are moving out with them. So this could be the counterattack that puts Mister back in the game, and they need to make something happen here. They need to hit some harvesters or a hive, one of the two, to make to give themselves some chance. So they're moving through Cart Tunnel. I like it, taking the long way around the side of the map. The aliens might not see them. Scan going down ahead of them by the Commander Scotty to warn them of any threats that might be impending on their route. And now what are they going to do? I can't wait to see this. They are on the hunt. The aliens are quite spread out all over the map, so there's no real danger that while these guys are away, they're going to lose their base. And look at this, attacking the enemy hive in cave. They've gone all the way to the bottom of the map, traveled into the depths of the alien territory, and they are going to attack this hive. And look at this, the shade hive already down to 40%. This is huge. This is a huge attack. This is a brilliant counterattack from Mister. They're doing a great job doing, and look at that, the shade hive is dead. The infestation immediately severed and starting to retreat in there. Brilliant play by Mister. That is exactly what they needed to do. It's for the past few minutes I've been saying they need to do something like this, and they've done it. And they're still alive. They're all still alive. They've probably got 60% of their ammunition left, and they're going to hit another hive. They're going to hit the Crag hive in Crushing Room. This is brilliant, brilliant play from Mister. Take note of this, everyone who wants to get better at competitive NS2 play. These jetpackers moving out, just 3 of them, not the entire team. They've all got shotguns, so they can do big damage to targets like hives, and they're killing them. This is, I mean, wow, this is exactly what they needed to do. And while the enemies are just swimming in hives, to lose these 2 tech hives is a big deal. And now that gorge is going to go down, I expect, and look at this. Oh no, we've lost the jetpacker. Oh, sorry, technical difficulties there. I am back. Something going up with my sound booth recording there, but I think I am good now. And probably because I'm not touching the mouse and I'm just sitting watching this game so much. Mister coming under attack in their base, but it's not too... I wouldn't say it's too bad. There's a fade. Nope, he is gone. And I think they're secure. I think they are okay for now. But look at that. The aliens have just dropped their hives straight back. They don't even care. They've lost them and they're like, whatever, we'll just build it again. There is nothing you can do about it. And because we've just got so much resources, and that's exactly it. So I think perhaps if Mister didn't lose those jetpackers, if they'd kept them and rearmed them and sent them out again and maybe killed another hive, or actually I probably would have gone for the harvesters, they might have, although we do have another attack, so I bite my words, another attack. But look at this, the aliens have responded to this threat. They've put hydras up on the roof of the cavern, and that's very hard for jetpackers to avoid. Those hydras have great sight lines. They do kill the hive. It was a crag hive. It is dead in ore transfer. That's fantastic, but again, the aliens are just probably going to be able to put it back up, and they've lost those jetpackers. So brilliant play from Mr., but 156 has done exactly the right thing. They've responded with elastic defense. They've moved to where those jetpackers are. They've killed them, which is crucial because they are so expensive. And they have put up defenses that will just allow them to hold in the future. Those hydras up on the roof, very dangerous to jetpackers because jetpackers tend to be closer to the roof. Makes it harder to dodge the spikes, and Mutiny is going to come in. He's taking a lot of damage though, and he does go down. Another jetpack gone. Every time you see one of those go down, you need to feel for Mr. because they have very limited resources at the moment. Endar without a jetpack. Endar doesn't need a jetpack. He's just like, whatever, I'm twice a jetpack anyway, I'll kill everything on my own. He comes in here, he's going to shoo off a lurk single-handedly, forcing that lurk out, which brilliant. And so every time you see a jetpack go down, you need to feel for Mr. because they don't have a lot. They've only got one extractor right now, and I mean, it takes a long time, a couple of minutes to build up 20 resources on one extractor. So I don't think we're going to see any jetpacks for a while now, especially given the number of shotguns we can see on the field. A lot of resources being spent on shotguns, and so I'd say jetpacks are just not on for the next few minutes. And at this stage, I don't want to give it to 156. I gave it to 156 earlier, and Mr. came back brutally with those jetpack attacks. But now I think they might have depleted their stock of resources. And with one extractor versus an alien team that controls the entire map, yeah, well, it's going to take some great gunplay from Mr. They're attempting to kill these hydras. Look how well these hydras are defending this corridor. They might be weak individually against a couple of marines or even one marine, but in a pair, they have successfully held off several attacks, and it's only now that our county managed to kill it, and at a huge cost, because he's lost a shotgun in doing it. That is just massive. I mean, of course you've lost the hydras 20 res, but the shotgun is much more valuable because they have many fewer extractors than the aliens do harvesters. And I keep returning to that theme, but it is a fact. Now, there is a bit of noise in the background. That is a vacuum cleaner, believe it or not. I am very sorry for that, but hopefully that won't go on for too long, and hopefully you can still hear me. Squidget setting up defenses down here in these caverns, and Remedy, you've got cojones, mate. You are moving in and you're going to try and do something about this, but I don't think there's much you can do with a single rifle. Clever Tommy is with him. No shotguns there, no jetpacks. You're going to try and cut the cis chain, which is good. Canty covering, Clever Tommy covering. Skulk's coming in, they realise they're trying to cut the chain, but it's too late there. Gorge spitting towards these marines. Note the new spit sprite. It's a lot better than the old one, and it actually looks like it's moving at speed, which it is. And we're now at the 20 minutes, 40-second mark in this game. So Mr. has held on for a very, very long time. Any lesser team would have been crushed by now by the mighty 156, but Mr. has managed to stay in it. Checking out this drill again. I love that drill coming out through that wall. It's so cool. So cool. Really, the detailing of this map is brilliant. Oh, we got an Onos! Well, Scardy Bob comes charging up into gap, and Scotty says, run! Those Marines who've been holding that position for about a minute have just run in terror. Every time he's getting chased by these skulks. Look at Scardy Bob charging up, taking him out. This is the first iteration of the Onos in Natural Selection 2. Wow, he is... Okay, I'm back. Sound booth cutting out on me again there. I am sorry about that. But this Onos is now charging down towards drill repair, and the Marines are going to have to do something big to stop this. They don't have the resources for shotguns. They don't have grenade launchers. I don't know how they're going to stop this thing. This is one massive alien creature. He has a huge number of hit points. And, whoa, I take it back. Look at that. 7 Marines standing at the bottom of that staircase. And they're just like, no, you can't come in here. This is our base. Back off. But the amount of resources that the alien team has, they've just got another one right backing that one up. 156 Squidget coming down those very same stairs. He's using the stomp, which is actually ineffective at the moment. It doesn't do anything to Marines yet. It only does things against structures. But he's probably instinctively doing that because he played a lot of NS1. Remedy going up against the Onos with a switch axe. What a boss. Now Squidget is in the middle of the base. He has managed to stomp the infantry portals, which will stop them working for a limited amount of time, but he dies flying against the command station under a hail of bullets, and that's what it takes to kill an Onos, a hail of bullets. So with the Onos, the alien team is now pushing into the Marine base in drill repair. And note earlier the way the Gorges were backing up those Onos. Those Oni, my apologies, a hive drop in operations. That's 156 saying, look, we've got this. Alright, we've got this, and you may as well just enjoy the ride. Fade going to mix it up with those Marines who are going to get out of there just fine. And, oh boy, the Oni being supported by the Gorges was crucial when they were fighting here in operations. A Gorge plus an Onos is basically a symbiotic relationship. It's just like a heavy with a medic in Team Fortress 2. Individually, the heavy is a dangerous player, but it's going one-to-one with various players. But he needs a medic to really make him shine, and that's exactly what a Gorge does with an Onos. It's a medic-heavy relationship that makes the Onos twice as powerful, if not more. And it was great to see 156 doing that in this game. And they're going to probably, I mentioned they'll do it again, because I guess we've got the calm before the storm, before 156 decides to charge back in here and kill everything. So we've got who's that? Sorry, I can't read it in the small screens. There's Squidget as an Onos again. He is moving so fast. The Onos moves slowly at first, but as you build up speed, he can get very, very, very fast and charge at Marines and use his gore and send them flying. A beacon now. These Marines, there you go. They have all appeared back in base, and there is a Fade in here swiping at the robotics factory. It takes a long time for a Fade to do any decent amount of damage to any kind of structure. Now we are at the 27-minute mark in this game, a mammoth game. Aliens pressing into the repair. We know how this game is going to end now. They have no resources. The lights are even going out in the rooms next door to them, to their home base. There are Fades, Onos, Fades, Oni. I'm going to get better at that. Fades, Oni, all over the place. This Drifter's going to come in here and drop the hive just because he can. There are Hydras in operations, and it is now the turn of 156 to get in here as a team. They need to have all of them coming at once. Let's say 2 Oni, 2 Gorges using Bar Bomb and Heal, and 1 Fade and 1 Skulk is probably what I'd do. Skulk come in over the roof, get behind everything and just chew on the buildings. Gorges use the Bar Bomb on the buildings. Fades attack individual Marines. Oni absorb damage. Gorges kill structures and absorb a little bit of damage on their own and heal the Oni crucially. But we're not seeing that from 156 yet. They're not moving in as a whole team. And I wonder what they're up to, because they need to do something right now. They need to make something happen. Whip Army, says Mr. Scotty. I think he scanned somewhere just then and caught you, he says. Oh, wow. Look at that, a bombard kill there. That is insane. Look at the number of whips hiding out in here. Player 2B is just chilling with his whip friends. Whoa, boy. So I guess what we're going to see is, I think 156 is having some fun and they're going to march whips into this base. Not an entirely unreasonable tactic when you've probably got 400 team rares right now. Can't wait to see this happen. There'll probably be any second now. The Marines have discovered it. It would not take much to defeat that if they had a bit of res, but they don't, because all they need is a couple of grenade launchers, but they're not going to have that. Look at the infestation spread on the minimap. It is everywhere. These whips are just bombarding that door. There's an Onos chilling in here too. This is basically the worst case scenario for a Marine team, and I guess in the next minute or so we're just going to see 156 finish it off. Arcanti and Endar, though, are not going to go down without a fight, firing intensely from this vent, and whoa, what's going on with the animations there? That's pretty trippy. They maybe be able to kill 1 or 2 of those whips, but not much. Player 2B too is telling them to back off. There go the whips. They are marching in one by one. There's an Onos as well. Crouches under the door. I love the way he does that. It is so cool. Gives Marines a chance to escape too. If you manage to go through the door, you might be able to run away for a little while, but not for long. And here we go. I'd say this is the final push for Team 156. They're getting here. There's the cyst drops, which means we're going to see whips planting themselves all over the base. They have a little glitch where they'll attack instantly when they're rooted too, but look at that. They are now going to start flogging all the Marine structures. There is an arc in here. Surprised they were able to afford that. And that's pretty cool. And start firing at those whips, but it's not going to be enough. The Oni take down the command station in seconds with their smash ability, and the Marine base is now being decimated. And that is it for team. That is.
You got did that whip stick?
Hey, good game.
I got stuck in the pit.
Yeah, guys.
And of course I lose the recording just then again at the end of the game, but that is it. So well done to Team 156 for dominating that game, and well done to Mr. for being so plucky in their defense. That is it for these 2 games. I hope you enjoyed them. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon for more NS2HD videos.